Good morning, Silicon Valley Alliance Church. I'm Hermie Smith and I'm the director of CityTeam in the neighborhood. And first of all, Pastor Casey, I want to thank you for inviting me to give your congregation just a quick update and share some of the impact our pantry partnership is making in the lives of those you guys are serving so well there in Milpitas. For those of you who are not familiar with CityTeam, our mission is to share the unconditional and redemptive love of Christ by caring for immediate needs and enabling lasting solutions. We serve low-income families, we serve people that are unhoused, unsheltered, we help people overcome addiction, we provide housing or emergency shelter for pregnant women in crisis, a variety of services here in the Bay Area. And if you want some more information, go to cityteam.org and you can check us out there. You all are probably familiar with just all the needs that are here in the Bay Area, and our neighbors are really struggling. Research have found that 1 in 5 people in the Bay Area are food insecure. Our local food banks, they do a phenomenal job at really acquiring huge amounts of food, but the challenge is to get the food to the people that really need that. Now, CityTeam, we partner with local churches, such as your church, to provide food on a regular basis at 56 different Bay Area locations. CityTeam provides your church with the procurement and the sorting of the food, the clothing. We deliver it, we provide the transportation, the systems, the training, and the support. And you provide the facility and the manpower to serve the people, and then in a loving way. And then to follow up in ways that also honors our agreement with the USDA. By outsourcing that to CityTeam, you can focus all your energies on serving and connecting with your neighbors that would otherwise not come on your property if it wasn't for the pantry program. Now, here's some stats. Just last year alone, you provided families with fresh produce and groceries that allow them to prepare over 411,000 meals. And that food has a retail value of about $950,000. Now they can use that money to pay for gas, rent, and all those other things. And I want to thank Pastor Warwick, Pastor James, Pastor William, and Pastor Casey, and all the volunteers that so faithfully show up, rain or shine, to show the love of Christ by serving these folks so well. I want to share the difference you have made in the life of Anna and her family. When schools were closed down for 18 months, Anna had to take care of her grandchildren. And this is all while she was recovering from a car accident. The stress of everything put a severe strain on Anna's marriage, and in fact, they were in the process of getting divorced. She said they couldn't stand being in the same room for more than 5 minutes. As someone from a Catholic background, Anna would never think of going to a non-Catholic church. But she was coming twice a month to the pantry, and she just really appreciated how well you guys have always welcomed her, served them, always have a smile on your face, no matter whether it's super hot or windy or raining, you guys served them. And she really appreciated that. And then she got invited to receive clothing at a pop-up clothing closet that CityTeam does at your church. Every other month, it happens on the first Thursday from 3 to 4:30. There, Anna learned about vital connections. It's a 6-month group helping women to have better relationships with God, with themselves, with their family, and also with their neighbors. At first, she was hesitant and suspicious of non-Catholic churches, but she said to herself, "What do I have to lose? My life is a mess, and maybe this is what I need." She then convinced her sister, Maria, to join her. And after a month of learning about God and making new friends, Anna surrendered her life to Christ, and He started to change her life from the inside out. God changed her attitude towards her husband, and her marriage started getting better. In fact, they tore up those divorce papers that they never filed. She said it was like a dark cloud lifted from her, and that she found a new purpose. And that purpose is to do her best to have more people like herself also have the opportunity to discover God and the hope and the life that is in Christ. Anna and her Vital Connections group invited many families to the Christmas pop-up, as you see here. And Pastor Warwick, I want to thank you and all your helpers that have, I think till 12 o'clock that night before, we're wrapping gifts and just to make this a really memorable event. Here you can see Anna actually sharing her testimony at that Christmas pop-up, and 12 out of 20 said yes to Vital Connections, and they signed up for that. And a new cohort now that Anna and her sister Maria are facilitating some of those ladies. They are sharing this unconditional and redemptive love of Christ with other pantry guests like them. And the Great Commission is being fulfilled in Milpitas because you have opened your doors and your hearts to your neighbors. Now we believe that when people start to live the discipled life by obeying everything Christ has commanded us, that is the best strategy to lift people out of poverty. And by poverty, I mean economical, relational, emotional, and spiritual poverty. Anna and Maria are proof of that. This picture of Anna, Maria, and their households were taken back in November when we celebrated them completing the Vital Connections program. And at that graduation, we got to hear Anna and Maria share their testimony of how God has really transformed their lives for good. In a few months, they will be hosting a graduation at your church. And I hope several of you will come and join and hear for yourself how now these new disciples are also discovering God and how God is transforming their lives. The cool thing is, this all started, their journeys all started when you served them with food. And for that, I want to thank you and say well done, Silicon Valley Alliance Church. It is an honor to partner with you, and I hope you will be encouraged by just some of these fruit, and there's more to come. May God bless you. Thank you.